Hey, what's going on, family? In today's video, we're going to talk about how to practice semen retention. Now, I know you've seen or heard the term of semen retention and not necessarily know what it is, how to imply it in your life, and how to go about it. So I figured I'd make this video to share it with the world and give you my insight on how to start semen retention, how to incorporate this into your life. First of all, I'm someone who's been practicing it on and off for several years, so I feel like my opinion can help people on the matter, and I could talk about my experiences of what work and don't work. So today we're just going to go over a few things that you need in order to start your journey. The first thing you want to do is remove all distractions. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a guy who follows women on social media who are showing, curves, showing their legs, showing their butts. I don't care if she's a fitness model. I don't care if she's an attorney. If she got her cleavage and her curves all over posts and all over social media, you need to remove that from your, from your feed. All those distractions, they trigger lust and they trigger just energy in a root chakra. So you want to eliminate that. If you're the type of guy, which most guys are, you look at pretty ladies, or when you're at the gym, you see the girls with the nice butts and stuff like that. Those are the things you want to eliminate. Start practicing not staring at butts. I think it's already said, but I'll say it again. Watching porn and jerking off, that's not going to help. And just removing all triggers and distractions from keeping your energy. All right, that's going to help a lot. The second thing you want to do is tell your partner what you want to do. Especially if you are in a committed relationship or you have a sexual relationship with one person, you want to tell them what you're doing and why you're doing it. Now, not every woman is going to agree with this, and if you tell your woman that you want to start doing this and you start to get some flack about it, even after you tell her about all the benefits for yourself and for her, and she's still not with it, afraid to say it, but she's probably not the one for you. That relationship's probably not going to last for the long run, but that's a different video, that's a different topic. You just want to be upfront with the person you're sleeping with and tell them why you want to do this. Therefore, they have some kind of understanding why you kind of pull back sometimes, or why you don't want to have sex, or whatever. You can practice retention while having sex, but that's a little more advanced. And at first, I would suggest you to eliminate the sex, or to just have quickies for your lady, let her get off, and as long as she gets off, then you're done. But like I said, that's a different topic, and that's for a later video. So yeah, after you tell her that, that's the second thing you want to do. Third thing you want to do is set a time frame goal, right? So most people, my guess, people used to letting one off, busting a nut 2-3 times a week, sometimes even more. Some people are just addicted to the feeling of just releasing. And you want to be honest with yourself, you want to give yourself a goal at first, whether it be a week, a month. Some people can't do that at first, but you want to give yourself a time frame and a goal. Say, my first go run, I want to go 5 days, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, and keep that goal going. After you exceed that goal, you can keep on going. Doesn't mean, if you set a goal for 14 days, doesn't mean you have to let off on that 14 days. Show some control, just push it as far as you can. If you don't hit your goal, try not to have any guilt or remorse about it. That's something that comes a lot while you're practicing semen retention, is that when you relapse, guilt comes over you. And it's important that you don't sit in that guilt for too long. It's natural. You failed, you relapse, but you could try again. So don't sit in that guilt for too long. Another thing that you want to do is give yourself an objective during your semen retention journey. If you are an athlete, you want to set some goals in the gym. You want to give yourself something to put your focus on. Even if you're not an athlete, if you're a student, you're writing a paper, you're writing a book, um, even if you just want to buy a piece of real estate, any goal or objective you have in your life, you want to set one and put your energy on that. If you don't have a goal or objective to put your energy on it, it'd be very easy to relapse. And when you relapse, sometimes, like I said, the guilt can overcome you, and just don't even go through it. If you do feel guilty, get over as soon as possible and start your journey over. So having a goal, having a task, having something important to put your focus on will increase your likelihood of success. Now, like I said, once you reach your goal, keep it going. It's not something like, oh, I gotta bust a nut today because I finally hit my goal. Just let it happen naturally, you know. Semen retention is a secret that a lot of athletes and a lot of high achievers throughout history have done, intentionally or unintentionally. As you know, you've heard this from fighters and boxers that they go 30 days, sometimes 60 days without sex prior to a fight or a competition. In my opinion, I think it's less about the sex and more about the release of the seed. So, you know, once you get a little more advanced and more comfortable with it, then you could start having sex. But I would suggest that you kind of set a short goal and just, work from there. And the last thing that you want to do is stay focused. There are several things that you could do to keep yourself focused, like taking cold showers, keeping a journal. These things help. They're not necessary, but, use your discretion. You know what's going to help you stay focused and keep your drive going. There's so many benefits of keeping your seed, your life essence, your vitality. It gives you a driving force. It increases your torque. It increases your focus on the right things. So as long as you're removing these distractions and you want to do this, like I said, you should start this journey because you say, I want to and I'm ready to start this journey, As long as that's there and you have a goal and objective to focus on, everything should be all right. I hope all the information was very useful. If you like all the information I've given you, please subscribe to this channel. It will encourage me to continue to give you more gems and more knowledge on the subject and other subjects that are going to make men better men. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.